Service is something which you are doing, then you are saying means it's complete. If something you are not doing, then if you are saying, that won't transform the people who are hearing. Okay, with that note, we will start our today's session. The Gita basis of the Gita essence in terms of devotional service. Okay, yes. Devotional service. Our first point of devotional service, first we should understand what is devotional service. What is service, first of all? We discussed a little bit in the last session. The service is something which is doing for others, not for yourself, first thing. And what platform it becomes service? When you are above the platform of I and mine. I and mine. Many doctors, they have the specialization course. In that, one thing is ophthalmology specialist. We generally call them as eye specialist. But actually, we are all eye specialists only. You know? Because eye specialist. I means I. Whatever you do, no problem. Whatever I say, if you do, that is correct. So that I, that dominant I, that I denotes body, that I denotes mind, that I denotes your false ego, false pride, and the ultimate destination of the material sense gratification. So that I specialist we are actually saying, unfortunately, because we don't know what is service. So what we do, we have to do something in the name of service to whom that we don't have, because we don't have purpose to serve, to aim our goal of service we don't have. So what we do, we end up with service towards our body, towards our mind, towards our false ego. This is how it goes. So, first of all, understanding service is something which is our eternal constitutional nature. Service is something eternal constitutional nature of the Supreme, our soul. It is our nature actually. And how we did it, how we cannot able to do, that is the point here. We cannot able to do now because we don't know who is that I. How come I can elevate myself from I and mine? We don't know. We don't know that trick. That's what we are just lazy about things. Okay, why I have to do service for others? Let do service for myself. I can manage myself. I want to keep my body. I want to enjoy with my body organs, with other persons enjoy body organs. And I watch porn. I do all the nonsense. It's all my own sense gratification. I earn money. Why? Because I go to some big pizza corner or burger corner. I can eat. I go to 5-star hotel. I eat. I enjoy the luxury, the posh. I can buy any clothes. I can buy the branded clothes I can wear. And it is all actually saying it is all temporary because you are doing in the name of I for body. But what about soul is a matter. We are not doing things for the soul. That's what Prabhupada says. Our Krishna conscious movement is food for soul. Food for life, and also Prabhupada made it. In that name only Prabhupada distributed many people who are devotees, prasadam. You give prasadam, the consciousness of their material desires will be slowly, gradually demise by eating prasadam itself. So Prabhupada made food for life where they can come and have prasadam. Prabhupada said within 10 kilometers surrounding of our ISKCON temple, there will not be people who are sleeping hungry. So that is the nature, that is the mood of Prabhupada. But actually saying, Prabhupada not only given food for the body, mind, but Prabhupada gave food for soul. What is that food? Is the eternal constitutional position, reviving our eternal constitutional position. What is that? That is becoming a servant of Krishna by doing devotional service. By doing devotional service. Come to the point of this devotional service. Now you understood what is service. The service which is not doing for you, you are doing for others. And for that you don't get any payment. For example, we go to temple, we beg to the Lord, I want this, I want that. For what? If I get that, I will do this. We go and have a business dealing. Business dealing that you give me, I will give this. But actually, we are very foolishly thinking that everything belongs to Krishna. What you give to Krishna, which is provided by Krishna himself. It may be the material manifestation, it may be the nature, material nature which giving to you. For example, generally in South India, we see breaking the coconut. Right? So we say, I'll break 108 coconut for you. Now it is actually, literally, it's a big task because coconut rate is too much. Those days they pray 108 coconuts. So that what do you think? Just you give me this, for that, Pariyopahara, I will do this. So that is not service, and many people who are in the ritual platform, they do that. To get what? Pious. To get pious activities. But is that a service? Means it's not that. Because service is one thing which gives food for the soul. So how it can be done? It can be done above the platform of I and mind. It is not, for me, it is not I, but you. That is a mood we should develop, because we are just turned our face from Krishna. If you see, you are in the room, you see, I'm focusing on this wall, but I don't know what is there behind my wall. So behind my wall, Krishna is standing. You just imagine, here Krishna is there. Okay, but I'm seeing what in front of me. There Krishna is not there. But whatever Krishna provided, everything is available for me. So what I think, okay, these are all things for me. So I'll enjoy. So that is called Bahir Mukhe. Krishna Bahir Mukhe. Means you just turn your attitude of approaching this material nature, approaching everything what you see in the life. That's what we cannot able to see Krishna anywhere, in anything. But Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that I am there in everything. At the same time, everything resides me, but at the same time, I am not in that. I am aloof from it. Krishna says. So that concept we are not understanding. It's like I can have a bike, I can have a car, I can have a bus or train or flight. I travel, but I don't know where I am going. If I don't know the destination, but I simply travel, there is no purpose of traveling only. Travel means it has to take you to the destination, right? If you don't have the destination, then why you are traveling? Many people do that. In Kerala, it's very famous. People are very bikers. They ride. They go to Ladakh simply and watch sunrise and come back. Somebody is in North, they come to Kanyakumari, they see sunrise and they go back. It's like a wonderful destination, they will think. But the purpose of going there, achieving what, we don't know. If you don't know the purpose of doing devotional service, achieving Krishna, which is the ultimate goal, if you are not knowing that destination clearly, that is where we get laziness of doing the service. For example, chanting Hare Krishna. I'll chant Hare Krishna. Sometimes I chant 8 rounds. I chant 6 rounds. I chant 4 rounds. Sometimes no rounds. Right? Sometimes no rounds. Why this is happening? Because we don't know the purpose of doing that seva. We don't know first why I have to chant. That's what in Tamil there is a wonderful joke. Building strong, base mattam weak. They say you have big building, but if you don't have strong basement, what is the use of building a big building, skyscraper building? If your basement is weak, whole building will fall. But if your basement is strong, you can build any building on the top. Right? So we should know the basic things. I already shared, I think, to you that when I was in my initiation interview, Harinam Diksha interview, a devotee called me and asked the first question, what does mean by devotion? I told her all the philosophical stuff, this is that is this, Krishna unalloyed devotional, we have to do, that is the ultimate goal of life. No, Prabhuji, I am asking what is devotion? Please answer me. I told Prabhu, this is a devotion means it's actually love towards Krishna. I have this, I have that. It's something I said. Because we are afraid of whether we get pass or not in the interview, all this stuff. So I do all the gymnastics, but Prabhu said, no. I am asking what is the definition of devotion? What is bhakti, Prabhu? He asked. What does mean by bhakti for you? And what Shastra says? I quoted everything. You just name it, I quoted. Bhagavad Gita 12th chapter I quoted, and how Bhakto Sime Priya Sime, that sloka I quoted, and Krishna Anusilanam Bhaktir Uttamam, that slokam, and there is Patram Pushram Phalam Toyam Ema Bhaktya Prayachuti. So you have to give that. No, everything is fine. What is mean by bhakti? It's coming to that point only. If you don't know the bhakti, then how come you become a devotee? How come you can get a guru, and how can you get the mala from him? And how can you connect if you don't know the definition of bhakti? Many people has this question, I hope. So the answer is, bhakti means the service not for you, for Krishna. There you should put devotion, pure love, and remove I and mine. I can explain again. Bhakti is something doing service not for you, for Krishna. Okay? So put little pure love or love initially, then it becomes pure when it matures. When you are developing unalloyed devotional service, the taste of doing service, you will get it. Then what you have to remove? You have to put pure love and you have to remove I and my. The service not for my sense gratification. The service is not meant for me. It's for him. If something I am doing which pleases Krishna, then that is called service. See, this is all basic statement, but many people forget sometimes. We think many big things, but we leave these small things aside. So I want you note this very carefully. So this is very famous sloka. So maybe I'll read, then you can come to know where it is. So it says that Kayena vacha manasendriyeva buddhyatmanava prakrita swabhavat karoti yat chahalam parasmai narayanayati samarpayami samarpaye. Okay. In accordance with the particular nature one has acquired in conditioned life, when whatever one does with the body, words, mind, senses, intelligence, or purified consciousness, one should offer to the Supreme, thinking this is for the pleasure of Narayana or Krishna, because Supreme Narayana, Adi Narayana is Krishna. Shastra says. So your aspect of giving service not for you, for the Lord, how it should be, your body, your mind, your words, your senses, your intelligence, or purified consciousness. And that's what it very clearly says, purified consciousness. So buddhi atmana, manasa indriyeva, all the senses. So kayena vacha, your body, and vacha means words. So this is very famous samarpana for the Lord. This is very important. It's from Bhagavatam. Okay. So coming back to the point, Prabhu, I couldn't able to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and I cannot able to have a taste of doing service. What to do? How can I develop? Simple. You should know the purpose. You should know what is the purpose of doing service. What is the purpose of doing chanting? This is very, very important. So what is the purpose of doing service? Is to simply please Krishna, not pleasing myself. Okay? Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is clearly saying about this. Anya bilashita sunyam jnana karmati anavratam anukulyena Krishna anushīlanam bhaktir uttama. What first class devotional service develops, one must be devoid of all material desires, knowledge obtained by monistic philosophy and fruitive action. The devotee must constantly serve Krishna favorably as Krishna desires. It is not your desire. As Krishna desires. So it's very simple. Anya abhilashita sunni jnana karmadi anavritam anukulyena Krishna anushīlanam. Whatever favorable to Krishna, that is bhaktir uttama. That is bhaktir uttama. It's very simple. If you are not developing service attitude towards Krishna, whatever we got knowledge, I know that sloka Prabhu, I know this Bhagavad Gita ka, this chapter I will completely understood, and I know full Bhagavatam I read, I know Chaitanya Charitamrita, everything it says wonderfully, and that Shastra, this Shastra. If it is not taking you to the service attitude, then the all knowledge remain as an information. Many people, they have culturally, they grown people. If you see in the house of some Vaishnava background or Brahmin background, they chant very nicely some Vedic hymns, or some shlokas from some shastras. They are very good at that. But if you not develop service attitude, the service attitude is the only key, please note it down, is the only key to transform our knowledge into realization. The service attitude, devotional service attitude is the only key to keep whatever knowledge we collected by the Guru, by Shastra, by Sadhu, through Sadhu, Guru, Shastra. If you are not having service attitude, if you are not developed humility, if you are not developed humbleness, it is not useful. There is no use. There is no use. So it's a very shock for many people who are hearing online, YouTube. So it's very important. Once I have philosophically very strong, I know scripturally I am very pandit, I scholared the scripture, I know this and that. You don't have service attitude. That remains as information only. You have many information. Many YouTubers, many YouTube people, they give so much of information roaming in the media, in the social media, roaming in the on air. It's floating. If you type something, it will come. No need to type now. It's vacha only. There is no karmana. Vacha, if you speak, it gives from the air, it gives the knowledge. But it remains a knowledge only. When you are not putting in the service, it remains an information. It is definitely not a relationship. So how many of you realized Harinam is the ultimate goal of man? I saw Harinam as person. Harinam is a personified. It's a personality. No, nobody we can say. Why? Because we are not cultivated the service attitude. We should see the service as purificatory process of us, at the same time which connects me to Krishna. At the same time, this is not for me, it's for only Krishna. This attitude we should develop. Otherwise, whatever you are taking from the nature, whatever you want to enjoy this thing, it actually will not give the complete satisfaction. That's what I bet a good example is, maybe you can say that if you are doing some sexual activities, or if you want to eat something, or if you want to do something which is actually not offered or not in line with the Shastra, then what do? We do for our sense gratification. But ultimately, end of the day, we are getting the stage of dissatisfied. I don't think what I did is correct. This mood only it comes. But generally, if you see, if something which is in line with Krishna, if you do small seva for Krishna, it gives you inner satisfaction, which give you inner satisfaction. That inner satisfaction is the only thing which pleases Krishna and pleases your soul. Because Krishna as Paramatma residing in everyone's heart, he knows what kind of food literally the soul wants, our soul need, our soul expecting is this. That we are missing many times. So, service with absence of I and my is a real, but which you add pure love in that and remove I and my towards Krishna, then it becomes devotional service. Okay, now we understood what is devotional service. In that, let it be. In that, the important exam. We have students, Prabhu. We are all students. What service I can do? I know service means chanting Hare Krishna, And if you give some service in the Vedic spark, I will do. Or in the temple, any service is there, Sunday, I'll go, I can do. Right? This is what service for us. Right? But actually, we have a whole scripture, Bhakti Shastra, for what is service, what is service, importance of service, how to achieve the pure devotional service. Everything is there in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the nectar of devotion by Rupa Goswami. Okay. So, in that, it's very important. Especially the topmost devotional service you can do to Krishna is chanting His holy name and doing personal service to Him. And the next level of this thing is teaching about Krishna to everyone. That is preaching. So these three things is very important. Chanting yourself, reading and developing knowledge about Bhakti Shastra to fix our faith on Krishna and progress in that, and whenever the service comes practically, we apply whatever we study. Then from that we get realization. From that realization, we just overflow. Then that overflow has to be a taste of Krishna consciousness that you have to share with everyone. Oh, wonderful things I am having, I have to share it with somebody. There comes preaching. So if you are not fulfilled, if you are not a full pot, if it is not overflowing, then how can you preach to others? Because you himself, you should feel Krishna consciousness is very beautiful. Chanting Hare Krishna is very important and very blissful experience. Then the preaching is impossible. That's what we are lagging. So devotional service, as this wonderful PPT is saying, devotional service is a stem. Be in that same way. Then is the stem on the arrow, the body, and the aim is to chanting of the holy name. This is from Harinama Chintamani. Your focus should be doing service or chanting His holy name. Chanting Krishna's holy names of the Lord, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we already got through Prabhupada. Right? So devotional service, how it should be, it helps to focus your chanting in a goal-oriented way. This is how we should do our chanting in the help of devotional service. It is a one arrow. It is a one arrow where the point is chanting the holy name and doing devotional service, which purifies you, which gives taste to you, which inspires you to chant the holy name in a pure state. Okay. So, no Prabhu, I will chant Hare Krishna very nicely, but I will not do devotional service. That is wrong. I do only devotional service, but sometimes I will not chant prescribed rounds. I am not consistent. That is also wrong. This should be balanced like this arrow. Okay. So, actually, there is a wonderful pastime of Srila Prabhupada. Just I heard from one devotee. Prabhu said that when Prabhupada is taking oil bath in the outside, okay, in I think it's in a Western country, there what happened, there is two birds and coming the entrance, the gate there, he's trying to make a nest for the bird. So what happens, this bird is coming and they're making so much noise, Prabhupada get irritated because he's taking oil bath. So this bringing the stick for the nest making, and he's just putting and just making kitch. When Prabhupada got irritated, this bird is irritating me, so too much noise. So what that disciple did, the assistant did, he just trying to flew away, go. He just give a sound and to go away from the courtyard where Prabhupada was sitting. What happened after he just sending back the birds? Again, what happened? He comes and does his service. Again, the bird comes. Again, the bird comes and making same kich kich. So again, this Prabhu went and just send it away. Again, the bird came and making. So Prabhupada saw that, and he just remembering Shastra, and he's just telling, see the bird. The fallen conditioned soul is taking the advantage of the material nature to make his comfort, material comfort, the making nest for staying and having having good sex to produce nice eggs, nice generation, to enjoy his sense gratification. It's making a wonderful nest from the material nature, taking the advantage of material nature. Even birds wants to live a comfort life. This is how the conditioned soul, the Jivatma, is failing to not turn towards Krishna by chanting, by doing devotional service. But what he is doing? Instead, he is keeping his material comfort very nicely. But it has to go balanced. It has to go with a balance. Both the things should go. You have to use the material opulence, material nature's things for Krishna's sake, for doing your spiritual progress. That's what I say. You can go by walk, you can go by bike, cycle, car, bus, train, aeroplane. First, you should know what is the urgency, how long I have time to reach the destiny. For example, the destiny is some 4 hours. You know that you are going to die within 1 hour. Then you cannot reach that place where there is a hospital. Right? So purpose is this thing. You should know my lifetime is very less. You should think that. And I just don't want to settle down in the material comfort, making myself luxury, keeping posh in the things. But I have to balance this also. At the same time, I have to aim for my goal also. There are many students when I come across, because I just passed out of college, I got Krishna Consciousness. But those whom I am going and preaching with my team, there I saw many boys that take up Krishna Consciousness, they balance their material studies, college studies, and they do Krishna Consciousness also very nicely. They wear nice dhoti, kurta, tilak, and they come for Saturday night program like us now we are doing. It's online, but anyway, that is offline. And they stay in the temple. The next day they attend Mangalarati. It's very wonderful for them. The 1 week they will get full energized on one day. Sunday they will boost up themselves. They keep it that and approach Maya remaining 6 days. This is how we should be actually. So this whole session is about that only. If you are interactive, we can discuss like this. We can have our knowledge, the collected knowledge into realization when we do devotional service for the sake of Krishna, for pleasing Krishna. That is a science actually. We can do it. It is not big task. I am there to help you. People are there here. They can help you. So this is how we have to do the things. So Prabhupada says that even the birds are thinking, then what to speak of human? They are just stuck up with this material things. You can change the slide. Yes. So here you see in the serving the devotees is very important. Devotional service, we saw to please Krishna, but to please Krishna, we don't know how to please Krishna. So the person who is trying to please Krishna sincerely, you can accept him as a guru, and that through that person, if you do service to that person to fulfill that devotion to Krishna, then your life will also succeed. So that is what the example here is given, that when Narada Rishi Muni, he was in the previous life, he was in the widow's mother. There what happened, the mother was died with the snake bite. So what happened, there is a Vajrananti group, the devotees, group of devotees, they stay in Chaturmas, because Chaturmas they don't travel generally. So he went and served and he ate their remnants. And he did service to all the Bhajananandis. So what happened, by eating those prasadam, serving the Vaishnava, those who are serving the Lord, he become purified. He become inspired. So what happened is all the anarthas, attachment, he just left there and he become purified. The next life he become a Narad Muni. And from the Narad Muni only, all the glories spread. Many people who are no qualification, he made them devotees. He tried to make him to serve Krishna by devotional service. He did many people. There are list of people. The Bhagavatam starts by Narad Muni only, because Vyasadeva, he triggered, you just write Bhagavatam. And in Bhagavatam, there are so many. Parikshit Maharaj, Ambarish Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, Mrgari. There is a big list. You can just read it. So, that is how devotee who is in the Guru's position, they help. They will also engage us in devotional service. So, following the Guru's words, following his instruction, it definitely keep us in Krishna consciousness. Next. So there is a wonderful quote I just saw there. If you are not structuring your mind, it ruptures your mind. If you are not structuring your mind, I have to do this. I should have this much discipline. I should have this much determination. I should have this much inspiration. So I have to do this. If you are not structured, you're just lethargic. If you're being in the comfort zone, you will stuck. Then your mind gets ruptures. Means you are started hearing from your mind. If your mind doesn't have the complete information of this, the mind always leads to hell only. Okay. So this is an important point I want to say. So actually the current youth is there is a wonderful saying recently one devotee said. The current youth condition is they are distracted from the distraction by distraction. They are distracted from the distraction by distraction. Means they are collapsed by the collapse. Completely. This is how it's there in and around us. We don't know. We're just trying to enjoy our present life. And since we are practicing Krishna consciousness, we're trying to enjoy there also. But Krishna conscious life is not only enjoyment and getting bliss is an output or byproduct of doing service to Krishna. That level we have to do it. If you are focusing on enjoyment in Krishna consciousness is a main product, then we are doing something wrong. We are doing something wrong. So there we have to work it out. Okay. So Prabhupada says here that if one engages in devotional service, all good qualities follows. One does not have to cultivate them separately. Spontaneously, devotional service arises when one follows a pure devotee who is awakened to the spontaneous love of God. It's a very wonderful quote. So one should engage in devotional service, the good qualities will come. So now we have to have a homework that you have to go and check before chanting Hare Krishna and now what are all the good qualities I developed. And am I following my Guru's word seriously? how much I am following and how much I am serving through him. Through all the checkpoint, you can put it for 100%, how many percentage you are doing. Then you can have the clear idea of your current status in bhakti. Next. So we should serve the devotee who is always trying to serve Krishna. That is a wonderful, easy method to get out of this material consciousness. In this age, there is the only way to find true happiness is to redirect our natural tendency to serve away from our own senses and towards service of the Supreme. When you please the Supreme Spiritual Master through sincere service, you are automatically pleasing the Supreme Lord, and all the results of your work, even your studies, become a source of eternal benefit. So this is Prabhupada quote. Maybe please take a screenshot, read it again. It's very important. Okay? So we should have the natural tendency to serve, not for your own senses, but pleasing Krishna through gurus, through spiritual master. Then things will work. If that is not working out, even your hard work of putting somewhere, it shows that it gives results, but the results is temporary, which definitely not leads to Krishna consciousness or not leads to Krishna. You end up with dissatisfaction, you end up with morose, you end up with sadness only. Then you will think, oh, why I am getting this feeling? Because I didn't do the things in Krishna-centric way, not as per my Guru's words. Then we suffer. Serving under authority is very, very important. We should have first service, and under some good devotee, senior devotee, as a mentor, as a Siksha Guru, as a Diksha Guru, spiritual master, it's very important to make ourselves steady in Krishna consciousness. Once you become a Mahabhava or Mahatma, then you don't need to have spiritual master. Like Prabhupada, he get the Vani alone, he made Krishna conscious world. He doesn't need the personal instructor, hey, do this, do that. He doesn't have when he become a founder Acharya of this path. But he did had when he was 22 years old. He needs spiritual master. He needs beaten by spiritual master. He gave left and right how to do service, how to do this, how not to do. All the do's and don'ts he sit with personally with his spiritual master, and he got it. And ISKCON is a wonderful setup. We had everything. We are not only one spiritual master now. We have Siksha Guru, it a preeminent Siksha Guru as Prabhupada, instruction through his books, through his lectures, and we have his disciples as Diksha Gurus now, and we have senior devotees, we have mentor. I'm also there for you. So it is all big benefits for you. So to grow together. I always have one group, learn and grow together. That is my book reading session group name. So we are also going to start soon book reading session. We'll add you in that also. So apart from this, there are many services in Vedic sparks. We can take part of it and we can get benefit out of it. If you want to do some service, I am there to give. We have to grow many people. We have to bring many youth souls into this thing, and they will take advantage. And they also in future they preach others. They give Krishna consciousness. So this has to be done. Next. Okay. So what you should understand here is devotion.